Lead client advisor. How long have you been with GoPro?
Since February of 2018.
Oh, you've been here some time.
Yes.
I see.
Made the move to the big new office.
I love that. Yes,
yeah.
I remember when you were on, Sheridan Street?
Yeah.
Yeah. And growing still. GoPro just seems to grow every year.
It's been awesome, yeah.
It's been really interesting to kind of watch from the other side too.
100%. And I knew that was the plan when I started, but did not foresee how rapid it was going to happen. It's been cool.
That's amazing. It's really, really great to watch in the community for sure. Welcome to this episode of Coach's Corner. I'm sitting down with Shauna Schubert, lead client advisor, GoPro Accounting Tax Law Advisory. Shauna, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Sometimes you come in and do some coaching sessions for the $1 Million a Year members.
Yeah.
Of course, you're client expert. You've got vast knowledge. Wanted to pull you today, ask you a few questions, just get to know you on a little bit of a different level.
Yeah.
So why did you choose to start working for GoPro? You said that you started in 2018.
I did.
Why?
So, it's a long story.
Yeah.
We may have to edit it down a little bit.
That's all right. We can do that.
Yeah. So my family, my husband and I were running restaurants in the city, and that was my dream. And he joined me and was good at it, but never what he wanted to do. So he was ready to step out, and I didn't want to do it without him. So we felt like it was the time to sell. So we sold the restaurants. But in the office that I joined Bob in.
Right, on Sheridan.
Yeah, he started out in a different one before even that. But we, as a business, had been looking for a new accountant and met with Bob, which was a lifesaver for me because I was not trusting what I was getting from our accountant. So I was keeping a separate set of numbers to make sure it was reasonable.
For your own sanity.
For my own sanity, because how can you run a business if you don't know what your numbers are?
True, so true.
So we moved to Bob, and it was a fantastic relationship, and I stopped keeping my second set of books. Yep. And then when we were chatting about selling the business, he sort of tongue-in-cheek said, well, if you ever did, let me know. And I had planned to just stay at home and decompress. But I got bored after a month. So I called him up and I said, remember that conversation we had? How serious were you? And so.
What a progression.
Yeah.
What a great fit. It kind of really, really speaks to your knowledge and perspective, especially helping with the VCFO clients, with the MDY clients, all of the clients that you take care of.
Yeah, I've been in the trenches of that and all the things that come along with having a business and being the one.
Yeah. Gives you a different lens, different perspective.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's like one of your super tools, you know? Everybody's got like a super tool in their toolbox.
Experience is mine.
That's right. Experience and perspective for sure. So how specifically do you help entrepreneurs?
I would say I put the puzzle together. We take all the pieces, we organize it, we clean it up, we make it make sense. And we take the numbers and just view them in a way, like numbers can mean a million different things, right? And it's percentages are in there and it helps you make those decisions, right?
To help us kind of piece that together, it's a big deal, right? Because we're not just talking about saving money, saving stress, saving workload, saving future fires, the things that you can catch by looking at those things.
Educated decisions about where you want to be and what you want to do, and where you need to change and tweak. And
such an edge that GoPro in general, it doesn't seem to matter kind of where you are in the umbrella. That's the kind of driving force, right? Education, information, get those
100%.
tools,
you
know?
Yeah.
And that's kind of a beautiful way that we all contribute to helping these entrepreneurs along their own journeys.
Yeah.
So why do you help entrepreneurs? You obviously have a little fire inside of you, a bit spicy. What drives you to help these people?
I've been there, and I've been there. And when you're in the depths of it, and I would say when things are going well, to support, yes, but when things aren't going how you foresaw, when the business throws curveballs at you, like, that's my passion. Let's figure it out. I would say I feel the stress as if it's my business that we're looking into, because I have felt the stress and it's very real. But also to celebrate the wins when we get there, when we see that progress. I love a time of year when we're sort of seeing where we've come from and what's been accomplished in a year,
Right.
or what we need to tweak to sort of start off the next year in a fresh spot, vision, recharge, and let's get going. And it doesn't have to wait for the end of the year. It doesn't have to wait for the beginning. Anytime we pick along the journey to get going, let's do it.
That is amazing, because at times it's like staring up at the base of a mountain and you don't know where to begin or who to turn to. But
100%.
when you have GoVro behind you, it's having this team that you can turn to, and in several different avenues, kind of for advice, for guidance, for solutions.
And instead of looking up and seeing this big, let's look next to each other or behind and step up slowly together.
Great answer. Really great answer. So tips, tricks, hacks, I know you've got tons of them you could throw at us, but if you could give us a tip to take away today, what would that be? Any tip, any hack, any life advice? Tables open.
Ooh. I think we tend to complicate things as entrepreneurs. We add in a lot of things, and we should test the waters and experiment and push the boundaries. But let's also sometimes you get lost in all the added extras, and let's just bring that focus in and talk about our goals for the business and just that slow incremental steps that we can take to make it there. I think that's my biggest. Sometimes, and I remember going into the restaurants and just feeling so bogged down in so many things that need to be done and all the problems that arise and all the problem solving you're doing, but just really stepping back, simplifying, getting a plan. It doesn't go to plan, but we improvise, we make it work, and sometimes it's better that it didn't go to plan.
Great advice. Narrow the focus, take the goals, make it bite-sized, one thing at a time, and then it's not so insurmountable.
Yeah.
So if a celebrity were to endorse Shauna Schubert, who would it be and why?
Oh my word.
Right?
So I'm going to say, this is going to come way out of left field. Jimmy Stewart, one of my favorite.
Jimmy Stewart.
So, like, super throwback. I'm a history buff.
I love that.
Yeah.
So why Jimmy?
He is classic. He's direct. And he's wise.
Love that.
And I love that.
If we could end today with a quote for everybody watching us, Shauna, what drives you in the morning? What's your morning affirmation? What quote puts a fire underneath you?
Yeah, I have a message in my laundry room as we're walking out the door in the morning. It's maybe not as entrepreneurial as we would want.
That's all right. It's mindset's everything.
Walk humbly, love mercy, act justly.
Love that. That definitely is applicable. 100%. Well, Shauna Schubert, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Tiff.
This has been the Coach's Corner. If you want to have a conversation with Shauna, if she can help you out with her services, just reach out. We can connect you. Have a wonderful day, everybody. This has been Coach's Corner.
Bye, guys.